You're giving away free money to IGG. They should be thanking you. They should They should honestly like you more, in my opinion, don't you?
Yeah, they really just like me, man. They really do.
Well, that's because you do use some interesting language in some of your videos.
Yeah, they're semi-interesting.
It is a family-friendly game, you know.
It is, man.
It's not Gmod.
How many kids I probably got them in trouble because when they're watching my video in their room, their mom's gonna be like, "Hey, Billy, it's time for supper," and he's not answering, and then the mom walks in the room and she hears me saying I'm having sex with like Pumpkin Duke or something. Like, yeah, that's a good way to lose views. I'm trying to cut down, man. I'm honestly trying to.
I don't know, but at the same time, that's probably what's made you grown so fast. When you say
that's true, it is true. I don't know, man.
You're definitely unique. I mean, like San7 does one thing, and he'd always been kind of that high energy guy, and like maybe a little bit too high energy for some to contain. You can't contain his energy, and let's just put it that way. That's a good thing. That's why people watch him, and he was obviously a first mover into the space too, which obviously helped. But he still, he still has a pretty. Even when he does videos now, you can tell that there's a reason people watch him because it's high energy, and I'm kind of a blend of that. I'm a little different type of energy, but I think it's different but similar in that way. And then you come along and you're just like cursing and swearing and doing push-ups and saying the weirdest shit I've ever heard in my life strung together in sentences.
I remember that one
funny.
video you saw. You put a comment on that one video. I don't know what I said, man. I said something about how I like converted a Pumpkin Duke into like a dildo or something, man. And you were just busting up laughing, and I'm just like,
me up.
I'm going over here looking at it. I'm like, did I really just say that, man? Like, what came out of my mouth? And just man, it's embarrassing, but at the same time, if I'm not 100% real,
yeah,
I'm not having fun.
And you had even told me once that you talked to someone at IGG and they said to clean up your channel, and you basically, it was part to get a member of that YouTube network, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like clean up your channel and do this and that, and you're like, yeah, that's never gonna happen. So whatever.
Well, I was talking to what's his name? I was actually talking to when I went on live chat. It's very rare occasions that you talk to a normal representative, right? You talk to a normal person, but I actually, when I went onto it, the guy, right, you know how it says, "Hi, my name is blah, blah, blah," and all this and stuff like that? Mm-hmm. He said, "Hi, my name was a name." I forgot what name it was, but to the side of that name, he was like a really higher official. It was like something. Like he was like a CEO or so. I really didn't know what it was. So when I was talking to him, I'm like, oh shit, I'm talking to a higher official. So I'm like, this is a perfect chance to take an opportunity of telling him about my channel and how I want to get into the 21,000 gems a month, whatever you guys were doing. So I was talking to him about it, and he went on my channel. He's like, wow, we've never seen you before. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Like, I'm just that one YouTuber. So they're just like, yeah, so there's a problem. And I'm like, here we go. I know they're going to say something. I mean, I just said I wanted a Pumpkin Duke in my ass. What are they going to say? So they're just saying, the words you choose to say are kind of interesting. And I'm like, yeah, that's, I've told them what I told you. I'm like, I'm trying to be 100% real with my viewers and all this stuff like that. And they're like, well, if you clean up your act in the next couple of days, we will consider you for it. And I'm like, well, come on, man. Like, this is what I do. And they're like, we can't really advertise you if you cuss and all this. There's like 2-year-olds that play this game. And I'm like, well, it's true. So I basically gave up, long story short, I gave up 21,000 gems a month.
Just 20, by the way. Just 20.
21,000.
It's just 20.
Yeah, but man, that's
it's 10 or 20.
That can come in handy. Do you get that? No, you don't. You do get that.
I get the 20.
God, man, I wish I got that. I really do wish I get that.
Yeah, it dispersed. Well, I guess it dispersed yesterday. I didn't even look. They just pile up in my account. What can I say?
You probably have like 100,000 gems right now.
I did at one point in time. I received a special payment for services that I'm not quite sure that I rendered. They just appeared there. I don't know what I couldn't quite do the math on it because 20 of it was this. But then, yeah, they occasionally asked me to just do a video. They just say, you know, we'd appreciate it if you could do a video.
Tied up with them, man. You have so.
They don't ever ask me to say any specific things. They just want my honest to God opinion, and they're okay if it's not always positive. And it's not always positive, but I'm not known to be very negative. So,
true.
In their defense, I'm kind of a safe bet, to be honest with you. I mean,
man,
I don't really criticize the game excessively, I'd say. Except for one. There was one time that I criticized the game. Only one time I've ever asked for. And by the way, this one thing I have never yet gotten. And it's very simple. And it's stupid, to be honest with you. So way back in the day, over a year ago, on January 1st, 2014, right after Guilds came out.
Damn. Exact date and everything.
It was exactly New Year's Day, 2014. I created a guild by the name of Dirty, and that guild had a banner icon selected.
The anchor.
The anchor.
The anchor.
For a whole year. I hated the anchor. I still hate the anchor.
You hate
I want the ability to change your guild banner. I'll pay you. I even said once I'll pay 20,000 gems to change my banner.
You hated that with such a passion, and you started making like new guilds, like Motion and stuff like that. And you're like, this is so beautiful. But
yes, Motion's banner is beautiful. Buried's is beautiful too.
I like it. I like it.
I'm sure Ranked is beautiful too.
It is.
But Dirty's is ugly. It's dirty though. It's Dirty Sailors. I was thinking.
That is dirty.
Come on, Dirty Sailors.
The fishiest, but that might be too dirty, man.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
And then it doesn't. I mean, they don't even let it sparkle, man. They don't even let
it. It doesn't even sparkle. It's dead.
They're saying you're too broke to buy.
Yep, exactly.
And now the funny twist is
you're so cheap you can't even buy a sparkly flag.
Like now it's the twist of the matter is you have so many gems you can buy 1 million flags.
I know.
But you're stuck with this dirty, ugly ass flag that makes you look like you can't afford 300.
Exactly. I know, it's terrible. If you look in the top 200 list of guilds on either rank, Might or Shards, you'll find us, Dirty, with the ugliest flag in the top 500. Because who can't afford 300 gems for a sparkling flag of awesome?
Apparently you could.
Apparently me. No glorious outro, guys. That's it. That's the dish. Dirty up.